first step of our review is solving equations, one step and multi-step. One step, you're going to have things like x plus 3 equals 7, for example. And then in this case, since we're adding 3, we need to find the opposite step to undo. So in this case, we'd subtract 3 from both sides, which would give us x equals 7,654. That was ugly. There we go. 4. Next, so there's going to be addition, there's going to be subtraction, x minus 5 equals 10. Now the inverse operation is we'd add 5 to both sides, and then I'd have x is equal to 15. So there's basically 4 different operations that we'll be undoing. We'll do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So if we're adding something to x, we have to subtract it from both sides. If we're subtracting, we need to add. If we're multiplying, we undo that dividing, and the division is done with multiplication. So that third type, multiplication, you're going to see something like 5x equals 10, right? So if you see 5 and x next to each other, that means multiply. So to undo that, we'd divide both sides by 5, and then x would equal, in this case, 2. Last case is this: I have x divided by 3, and that's equal to 9, let's say. So here the inverse operation, to undo dividing, we multiply, so multiply both sides by 3, which is the same as 3 over 1. And then the 3's cancel out, and I'm left with x equals 27. The multi-step, it's just multiple operations at the same time. So you would have the equation like 5x plus 3 equals, let's call it 13, for example. So with multi-step, you have to follow the order of operations. So parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So we want to undo in the opposite order, right? So when we're simplifying, we go this direction. If we're solving, we have to undo in reverse. So the first thing we'd want to undo is addition and subtraction. So in this case, that 3 that we're adding to x, we subtract it first. So my 5x plus 3 is 13. So we'd subtract 3 from both sides. Gives me 5x equals 10. Now that I have 5x equals 10, now it's back to my original type of question. So we would divide both sides by 5, then be left with x equals 2.